Hey guys, ILene Vick here for Teaching Adult Coloring with ILene Vick. It is Thursday, October 10th at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, and I am live. It is week 41 of 2024, and in my neck of the woods it is currently 61 degrees with a high of 75 and a low of 47. Welcome to my broadcast. I'm here for the next 3 hours for coloring, companionship, chat, friendship, giggles, and laughs, pretty pictures, and of course the what, the how, and the why of adult coloring. Welcome to my YouTube peeps who come in and chat with me. That is always delightful. Welcome to my YouTube peeps who watch this broadcast after the fact. And welcome to my Facebook peeps who see this broadcast when I download it into my group, Teaching Adult Coloring with ILene Vick. All right. We've got quite a bit going on. So we have our buddy color, which is our pearls and our oyster, which is almost done. Then this will be our new buddy color. I put it up in the group. I hope you printed it out. I've got a special project for this. And then we've got our little chicks here. This is from Grains of Gold by Hannah Carlzon. This was a gift from Mary, and I'm working on the daylilies. Beautiful picture, isn't it? Okay. Now, I've also got a special treat. Got an Amazon package today. Let me get that little puppy open. All right, gonna sneeze. Oh, excuse me. Let me get my other camera set up. Oh, here we go. Thank you, Thomas. I am feeling very blessed, thank you. All right, so let me say hello to everybody. Maggie, hello. Mamie, M&M are here. Happy Thursday, happy Thursday, happy Thursday, happy Thursday to one and all. Then we have Thomas. Oh, Thomas says, happy Thursday. Lori, hello. Hello, Mary. Hello, Carmen. Linda and the three amigos. Uno, dos, tres. Linda, Michelle, and Wally. Who haven't I said hello to? Okay, hit that like button, guys. There's 11 of you in here and 7 likes. Oh, Thomas, you weren't supposed to pick that up. Thomas just busted me. All right. So this is from Helen. Mary, ILene, not sure how long I'll be on at 1:30 this morning. Oh, no. I fell. Doing better. Had a visit with my chiropractor. I'm just sore and tired. Oh, nuts. Mary, praying blessings over you. Not fun to fall. Okay. So Helen sent me this book. I'm going to page through it. But before I do that, how's your day going today? Win, lose, or draw? Tell me real quick. We already know about Mary. So, what Helen did with this is it's a special edition book. Lori draw, Amy draw, Thomas draw, Mamie draw. Okay, guys, what about the rest of you? Maggie, win. Your foundation has finally been repaired. Oh, there you go. Maggie, how are Larry's eyes? Linda, maybe in and out. Detroit Tigers playing in the division playoff. 6th inning, Detroit up by 1. All right. I'm going to say I had a win because I got this book in. They are getting better, but not fast enough for them. All right. So here's the deal on this book. She put together Halloween effects and how to do them. So here's metal, how to do an axe. She shows you how to draw it. And then how to add the coloring. And this is the final image right here. Then we have a rusty metal chain. Now, guys, all you have to do is look at this and draw these links. All you have to do is draw ovals and then another oval inside, and then you can erase out where they cross. And then she walks you through that. Then we have a decaying bone. And then here are some more images with that. And the color swatches. And it's got a little maggot in it. So here's the sequence on how to color a maggot. Now that maggot's very easy to do. You just draw an image, an oval with a crook in it, your lines going across the top, and then you start coloring in. All right, here's a bloody handprint. Here's the basic shape. Really, guys, coloring, what it breaks down to is working on the basic shapes. And here's the image on top of a brick wall, well, or with bricks behind it. Finger drawn message, SOS. Again, once you get that basic shape in, really, you're good to go. And then we also have a finger drawn heart. And then we have melted skin. Woo! Anybody getting some ideas about this? Now, I don't know about you, but if I see a picture of what I need to color, that really helps me. So she put a light peach on the outside here. Added a little bit of shading around it. And this is the effect. Okay. Here's a final image to the right. And again, guys, it's not difficult. You break it down into its components and you'll be good to go. All right, finger wound. And again, once you follow these steps, you'll start to get comfortable with it. And she's got a trace, copy, or draw to practice. Okay, open wound. Hope you guys have lots of red. All right, here's a gravestone. Now remember, once you have the basic idea down, you can go ahead and do other shapes. Like here's a cross. And really, once you have this down, you'll start to create your own patterns. Here's a green slime. Here's the basic shape right here. Oh, Linda, that is too funny. Here's a green slime over a book. Okay. This is green slime added to a gravestone texture. Well, Linda, now you have something to model your coloring from. All you have to do is look at your own wounds. Here's a zombie eye. Very, very simple to do. A circle, another circle, oval, partial oval, top and bottom, boom. And again, once you see the images, very easy to emulate. Oh, here's a glazed eyes, like has cataract on it. Good way to learn eyelashes. And here's a tracing that you can practice for a zombie face. Bullet hole in paper. Now, again, break it down to shapes. We've got a center here, and then we've got these little outside. Once you have that, that gives you the pattern. And what I would do, guys, is sit down and enjoy an afternoon of trying some of these images. Here's a good one for you to start on, the bullet hole in glass. There you go. I like how she labeled this number 3, and then number 4 is the marker for a crime scene. And then there's a bullet hole in metal. Same idea. Draw your outside, your pattern. And all this is smooth grays. Bullet hole in wood. Bullet hole in brick. Again, guys, just follow the steps. Experiment with your colors and you'll be just fine. Doesn't that look cool? Hey, Helen. There you are. Then we have a spooky window figure. This will give you good practice for drawing and the hand doesn't have to be perfect. Now we've got another one that's a partial hand. I don't want to hear anybody say they can't draw. Emulate the image in the book. Here's a spooky guy, and then the hands on the window. And again, if you look at this, all you have to do is look at how the curtains are drawn. Very, very simple. Now, when you draw these things, guys, this will help you with your coloring books, because you know how that we draw in every once in a while in our books. Here's a floating ghost background. And again, if you're not sure, trace this. Now, if you don't have the things that Helen had, use your own supplies. Oh, this is cute. I promise you, once you get the hang of something, you'll get it. Oh yeah, the brick texture will be helpful if you don't want a bullet hole. Now, here is a biomedical leg design. So this is inside a leg. Check it out. And if you have an image that has a leg, you can go ahead and add that to it. Oh, that was an idea from a Terminator movie. Okay. And here are shapes here. This bullet hole would be so easy, guys. Start with something like that. The chain is easy to do. The gravestone is easy to do. Now, here's a skull. Practice drawing your skull, and then you can go ahead and start doing the shading that she recommends. And then she isolates how to do the teeth. Little candy corn shapes. We have a side view, we have a front view. Now, before you have kittens about this, again, very simple to do. Draw the outline. Then start drawing the shapes that you recognize. See? Then draw your area for your teeth. And then what I would do is I would pretend that this image was in a book and you're just coloring it. So, as Helen says, you rough it to start and then you define the details. Then she has an area where you can practice. Again, put a piece of paper on this, trace it, and then start doing it by yourself. All right. I love the little finger deal. Okay, there's our pages. Here's a nice picture of Helen. She's got all her books here. Maybe if you would go ahead and put that link in there. Yeah, we saw that. You change a finger to the bone. And again, I promise you that once you start drawing these things, you will get super comfortable with it. Here's our finger wound. So guys, instead of coloring one day, sit down with one of her books and start emulating what she's showing you. I have all 5 of her books, plus now this one. So that's Colorist Special Effects. This is a Halloween edition. And there's the affiliate link to it. Alrighty, any questions? I love these cataract guys. Remember when we had our little old man holding the cat? And I shaded in the eyes to look like cataracts? I didn't even know that Helen had done an image on it. And again, this bullet hole, ridiculously simple to do. Just follow the way the lines are laid out and then color it. Okay, there you go. Get your buddy color out. Oh, Helen, you are most welcome. Hey, we're buds. I'm glad to help you. Maybe in one of your books I can get you to mention my daily broadcast. Okay, as you can see, I went ahead and I finished the blue pearls. And guys, again, get this printed out so we can go ahead and play with this in a few minutes. Let me grab my water and we'll be good to go. Okay, now I'm going to take my ivory. This is a Faber-Castell 103. If you don't have it, use another ivory. And I'm very lightly going to go over the top of our shell. And the reason for that is because we want to make this look very soft and blended. Now notice I'm using the side of the pencil. Look how beautiful and soft that's looking now. Any questions about this technique? All right, let's get the underside. And be sure that you always work in the direction of your coloring. Now notice how this ivory is really blending in the shell. Thomas, you said you weren't feeling well last night and that's why you left. Did you actually go see another movie with your mom? Okay. See how that's looking really smooth now? Now, let's go ahead and do it for the bottom. And look at how that's smoothing everything out. Thank you, Helen. And then notice that we have a change in direction. All right. Now, if needed, we can do this on our pearls as well. It takes 2 seconds to do. And it adds a beautiful, beautiful softness. You want that luster. Helen, this is out of my fibromyalgia book. Did you know that I had published one? Did you know that? Well, hello, Lois. Helen, give me a second. I'll show you the book. Each book has a quote about dealing with fibromyalgia. In this case, this one says, just as a pearl forms within a clamshell, through layers of resilience, those with fibromyalgia develop their own inner strength and beauty, shining brightly despite the challenges. Helen, this is the book. Oh, look, there's the one we're doing now. All of it has quotes with a related picture. In the gentle touch of her husband's hand, she finds solace and strength, reminding her that even in the midst of fibromyalgia, love and support can bring comfort and hope. So it's a neat little book. I've been getting really good feedback on it. Here's one about friends. In the shared journey of fibromyalgia, friendship becomes a beacon of strength. Together we find comfort, understanding, and the courage to face each day. Our collective resilience shines brightest when we support one another. And on the back here are samples of the pages. I love this forest one. Here's our pearl. Just really great images and quotes. Hello, kitty. Did you make it through the storm okay? Okay, see how I'm using this ivory pencil to give us a really nice softness and sheen. Okay. And don't forget to hit up each of your pearls. Now, if you're wondering about this pearl over here, sometimes you'll get an odd shape. It'll start to form a roundness, but then it gets that little bumpy on the side. Okay. Look how soft that looks. Don't forget to do your black pearls as well. Kitty, when are you going back to your own place to find out how everything is? Carmen, which one did I forget? I know I forgot this one. Is it one of the blue ones that I forgot? Oh, I see it. I see it. Thank you. I thought you meant I forgot to put the ivory on it. Okay. Thanks for catching that for me. There's our dark. Our medium. And our light. All right, let's hit it with that ivory. Now I want to soften this bigger one some more. I'm going to come in with my light blue. This one's just a little too streaked for my taste. Finger blend. Okay. Let me double check something here. Now I'm going to come in with a turquoise. Let's see here. And I'm going to add that turquoise to the background, along with some purple. Now, I am barely touching the paper. And right now, that color is so light, it's not streaking at all when I put it in. Now, I missed a little area here that has some brightness to it. Don't get your yellow into your blue. But you do want to light up that shine spot. All right, and let's come back with our turquoise. And of course, it'll help if I stay on camera. So guys, what are you coloring while I'm doing this? Linda, you're working on a hobo picture from my book? Hobo Life Jubilee? Kitty, you're working on Johanna Bosford? Okay, now I'm going to bring in a little more yellow here. Amy, you're watching and listening. Now, Maggie just watching football and chatting with Allie. All right. Now notice how I'm bringing that yellow up through the quote. And the reason I'm doing that is because we want to highlight the positivity of what it's saying. I don't even know if positivity is a word. I think it is. And these are the types of things I want you to think about. Thomas, I don't know what jiggled. She's got a collar on it, but nothing that would make any sound. All right, check out how tall and how far out I'm bringing this yellow. And then we're going to have a little bit of pink right next to that yellow. Very, very softly. Finger blend. And I'm going to bring a little bit of pink down next to the shell. Back with our yellow. And when we put the yellow with the pink, we get what? A salmon color. And then I'm going to bring in my turquoise. Right next to that shell. Let's see. And I'm very lightly going to take a blender pencil because we don't want those streaks in there. And I want you to notice that not only am I going in the direction of the streak, but I'm also going perpendicular to it. And then this is where we come in with our ivory again. And that's going to soften everything. Mary, you doing okay? And then as soon as I find it, I'm going to come in with a light purple. And notice how I'm petering out that color along the shell. And let's go ahead and blend that with a little bit of blender pencil, very lightly. That blender pencil is so harsh. And then with my ivory, And I'm also going to use my ivory on my yellow to blend that. Remember guys, this whole piece you want softness and shine. Okay. Then, on the outside of my turquoise, goes the purple. Blender pencil. Ivory. And then I'm going to carry that ivory up here with the edge of my yellow. And that's going to soften that as well. And again, notice that I'm working specifically to not color over the text. Oh, Miss Allie, good night. Finger blend. Okay. Back with our turquoise now as we go underneath the shell and some of these pearls. And notice how I'm concentrating the turquoise in the shadow of the pearls. And again, concentrating on the shadow of that pearl. And how do we darken the color? We darken it with what? Multiple strokes. Cleveland won game 5. All right. You do realize that this is driving me crazy not having my background sounds, right? And then I'm sure it drives you guys crazy because when I stop talking because I'm coloring, you're not sure if your sound went off. So we can all go crazy together until I figure out how to fix this problem. Okay. Paper towel. We're going to soften that blue, or turquoise actually. Isn't that turquoise beautiful around that blue? Let me show you what I've got so far. You cannot go wrong with turquoise and blue. Okay. Let's finish up our area here. Now, when you're coloring open areas like this, don't get sloppy with your pencil. You need to be as meticulous with it as possible. And unfortunately, when people get to open spaces, they get in a hurry and then they do a bad job. My Linda, so glad to see you. Now, again, notice that our turquoise is making a beautiful contrast to our blue pearls. Now, this pencil that I'm using happens to be an Amazon Basics. And it's covering beautifully. Notice how I'm darkening some of this area. And then other area, we're coming in nice and light. And notice now I'm meeting up with my purple. And continuing that edge. Okay. Let's pull out and look at this. Blending pencil. Now, I want you to notice that even though I'm going over my yellow with my blue, where these little spots are, That yellow is still holding up beautifully. That's what colored pencil does. And that's why it's such a great medium. Miss Amy, good night. I'm just going to patch in a little purple right here. And I'm just smoothing out my purple on the left. Guys, what do you think so far? Do you see how beautifully this is coming together? And forgive me, I need to use a tissue again. All right, just cleaning off my glasses here. Okay. Gallery glass. Anyone care to take a guess where I'm going to use this gallery glass? Lori thinks inside the shell. Carmen feels the pearls. What about the shell itself? Oh, Lori, you're thinking inside here. Okay. Mamie says on the pearls. Okay. I'm planning on using it on the pearls. Now I got a little more on my first pearls than I wanted. Don't forget, we're going to start out white. And then this stuff's going to dry. Now, on the larger pearl, we don't necessarily need to cover the whole thing. See how I'm doing that? We can do it both ways. Now, if you have excess, in other words, too much, I'm just taking it and wiping it on my fingers of my left hand. Okay, now I'm going to pop up to my pearls here in the shell itself. And I'm going to start doing the same thing. Toothpick. You know what this reminds me of? Cinnamon rolls with icing. Now we're all going to want cinnamon rolls. Hey Mamie, that reminds me. Did you put your recipe for your cheesecake in the group? Okay. You forgot? Okay. Well, feel free to put it in if you care, if you would like to. Just put a little backstory in there that we were talking about cheesecake and you volunteered a recipe. And don't forget to put admin approved. Okay, now I'm just getting this stuff on the black pearls. Does this not remind you of icing on cinnamon rolls? Linda, that's a good question. Linda had that recipe for the macaroni and cheese. Cinnabon is the best. Now this stuff thickens up very quickly. Now, I know this looks like a hot mess, but as soon as this dries, and I'll show you to the left, it'll look really terrific. The reason that Mamie has to put admin approved is to let people know that I gave permission to post something that wasn't related to coloring. I even put admin approved on my own postings. If it's something that's not related to coloring. In other words, I don't want people just throwing stuff in the group without checking with me. Now, let me go back to the far left where I started putting this on. Remember how these pearls were white? Notice how they're getting that nice glossy look now as this stuff dries. And again, it looks like a hot mess, but it'll look really cool when this stuff turns clear. Okay. Let's do the rest of these pearls on the bottom. Growing up, my dad would make us broiled cinnamon toast. My sister, brother, and I have continued making it for our families. It's great, but not very healthy. Yeah. Let me get some more water here. Okay. Toothpick. We'll spread this around a little now. Again, notice that I'm not covering the whole thing. How many of you picked up gallery glass since I have showed it to you? Laura, you got some? Carmen, you picked up some? Okay. I think this... Oh, you got it in different colors. Oh. Maggie, you got some? Oh, that's right, Carmen. You did tell me you got different colors. Maggie, you got some as well? Oh, I gotta add a little more here. Mamie, go ahead and put up the link for the gallery glass, please. Excuse me. Okay, let me pull out and let's take a look at this. You currently have a truck that you're coloring, debating whether to use it on the windows. I'd absolutely use it on the windows. Okay guys, check out our pearls to the left here. There you go. See it? The bottom blue. And the stuff on the top, when that dries, see how that's starting? The white goes away and then you get the shine. All right. One more touch. Oh, let's see what I got here. Now, I've got my little 2mm rhinestones. Does anybody have their furnace turned on? No. Now, Mary picked us up a little gem tray. And instead of using yellow, which is what is around here, I'm going to use a gold color. Oh, Maggie, you still have your air conditioning running. Okay. Oh, okay. Maggie found a set of gallery glass. In colors. So this is a set of 6. One of them is the leading that you would put in between stained glass. It's a value pack. Now, if you guys are interested in this, use your ring-a-ding when you check out, and that way we will get credit for it. Just look up Gallery Glass Variety Pack. Okay. Now, let me zoom in here. I've got my little mini bottle that Mary also picked up for us. It went down in the 30s the other day. Oh. Mary, this tray that you got is perfect. Yeah, our area, or my area, is going down to the 40s. Oh man, you guys remember how I used to struggle with these silly rhinestones? Look how fast I'm able to put them on now. Mary, you still with us? All right. Now, if you have a bigger area than what your rhinestone covers, don't worry about it. It'll make a nice little halo effect. Any questions? Any comments? All right, let me do a few more of these, and then I'll work on the next project. Oh, I love this tool. Now, I'm not going to do the whole rhinestone thing on camera. I just want to do enough of it for you guys to get a really cool idea as to what this is going to look like. Okay, let me do these few more. Let me get some more here. So guys, what do you think? Do you like it or not your cup of tea? There is something so satisfying about placing these rhinestones. All right, let me finish out this tray. Guys, you like it? Linda likes it. Mamie likes it. And oh my gosh, this tray is making all the difference in the world. All right, let me pop in the last two. Lori, you like it? Okay, that's it for the moment. Now, you guys know that I always tell you, don't get stupid with your add-ons, right? All right, this is how this looks so far. So, the gallery glass, there's your shine. The white blobs went away, and now we have shiny pearls. And then, of course, I'm adding the rhinestones. And again, I added gold instead of yellow. I'm probably going to add a few more of my rhinestones out here. So, Mary, thank you so much. Mary sent the trays, which are really a game changer, the bottles, and the little pokey thing, which, remember when I first got this, I thought you were supposed to open it. Oh, and she sent the wax stuff. Thomas, you're absolutely right. I'm going to end up getting rhinestones in my bed tonight. Okay. Let's set this aside. Too much excitement. All right, now, I didn't get to start my witches tonight, so I'm going to start them tomorrow night. This is our next buddy color. So please get that printed out. I have a surprise for you about this. Maggie already knows what it is because she guessed it. Oh, Lori, that works out for you? Okay. All right. So last night I was working on our daylilies. Let me grab a little more water and we'll be good to go. Maggie? Have you checked your front door? Go to your front door and open it up. Okay. So last night I was working on these daylilies. And I suggested that you Google and Google pictures and get some ideas. So obviously right now, this is the pattern that I'm following. Okay. Hallelujah. And here comes another sneeze. So Maggie, would you have known that that was from me if I hadn't told you? I picked up some rhinestones for Maggie. Now, Maggie, the erasers, I got those for you so that you can create a pencil holder with them for your hands. And what you do is put a glob of them together and put it around your pencil. That's why I got them for you in bulk. So if you glob 3 or 4 of them together, and just be sure to leave an end open so you can peel it off easily. And you can use it for different pencils. That's the theory. And so now, if you want to go ahead and use your little, you got a rhinestone tool, right? Now this is just one eraser. You want to use probably 2, if not 3. Put it around there. And that gives you a holder. Now it's a little bit sticky, but that's okay. It'll come off real easy. Brittany, the rhinestones, it's 5 packages. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 packages of rhinestones, and one of them are pearls. So they're not shiny, they're just pearls. but all the other ones are rhinestones. And yes, that was a kneaded eraser. So let me grab the affiliate link for the particular ones that I bought. I don't think I gave that to you, Mimi. It's actually 5 boxes of rhinestones. I picked up another one by mistake. There's 60 colors and they are 2 millimeter. Okay, here comes the link for these bulk rhinestones. Kitty, you're calling it an evening? Okay, there's the affiliate link, guys. All right, Kitty, you have a great rest of the evening. I'm glad you could visit. I'm here for another half hour. Soft kitty, warm kitty, little ball of fur. Happy kitty, sleepy kitty, purr, purr, purr. So, Maggie, I hope that eraser works for you. The thing that I like about it is you can make it a custom size to you. Okay. Let's continue with our flowers. Maggie, you are most welcome. Okay, next petal. Thomas, you've got 2 more tulips left to go. Great. I'm glad you're enjoying your book. Okay, let's start with our yellow. Okay, Mamie, sounds good. Okay. Now, you guys know that I always tell you to randomize the way that you put your patterns on. Mamie, label that bulk 2mm rhinestones. All right, now I want you to notice that I put a little purple on here. And I'm coming in with my reddish pink. And notice how I'm putting on the multiple layers to give us really good coverage. All right, now before I blend, well, I'll go ahead and blend it now. We want to blend in that edge between our purple and our yellow. Now, remember, when you're doing something like this, you need to leave a little extra space between your two colors and leave the space open to where you're going to blend, because that takes up more space. So you need to take into account that blended area that's going to take up a little more real estate. So if you planned on having that yellow more pronounced, you're going to lose a little bit of it. Does that make sense? And then I'm going to use my Payne's Gray, or a darker gray. And if I stay on camera, you'll see how I'm adding that tip with a darker color. Check it out. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use that reddish color over my yellow in that center area. And I'm also going to blend the edges of my darker gray. All right. And once again, I'm having too much fun with this. Carmen, are you going to pick up those bulk rhinestones? Okay, yellow. I'm just going to smooth these edges a little bit. Thomas, I'm looking forward to seeing what you're doing with your coloring book. You've got a nice book there that you can do a bunch of nice pictures. Okay, next area of yellow. Now, you need to be looking at the pattern that you're putting on your flower of your yellow. And if you wanted to, oh, you've got that bulk set, Carmen? Okay. You can go through and put your yellow on all of your flowers and see how that pattern's going to work out. Oh, you have tons, Carmen, of nail art designs, so I think you're good. All right. Okay, let's get our purplish red on here. And again, take your time, don't rush. And by the way, Carmen, I'm really glad to see that you're coming in every night. I know that you have times that you're feeling really down, but that's especially the time you should be coming in. All right, don't forget to turn your pencil. Okay. And Carmen, that's exactly right. I understand that you're not coloring all the time. But you definitely can chat up the group. Okay, let's get a long tail of this yellow out on our next petal. I haven't put my dark color on these two yet. I will get back there and do that. Carmen, I'm glad you like the colors. They are pretty. Now, I hope I've given you guys some ideas for how to do these daylilies. The typical color that we're all used to is the orange, which is what I did before, which is over here. But I wanted you to see that there are different colors of these things. Oh, now you want one in your flower bed. Ha! It really is turning out beautifully, isn't it? Okay, so now I'm going to use my darker purple in the center, purplish red. Thomas is coloring these flowers, helping you color the flowers on your page that you're doing. It is helping you, Thomas? Good. Okay. Now I'm going to take my Payne's Gray, or if you don't have Payne's Gray, use a dark gray. And I'm going to color in between our little wormy things here. And that's going to make for a pretty contrast. Let me move my camera just a little bit. Now notice how I am making the edges of my black rough, right? You want that to match the outside of this pink flower, this edge out here. And look how cool that's looking. And then I'm going to use my black marker and I'm going to do the tips. And these tips will show up in a minute when I go ahead and put that orange on there. Okay. Now, obviously I haven't finished these other petals. Going around the outside. I'll get to those the next broadcast. Boy, this evening just flew, didn't it? My Linda, you're awfully quiet. Okay. Let's pull out and look at the whole thing. You fell asleep at some point? Perfect. I'm glad you're relaxing. Okay, guys, check it out. This is a little more purple than this is, and that's fine. That's what I wanted. Okay. Now, don't forget to get your witches printed out. This is our next duet, our next buddy color. So we've got this. We have our clam or oyster. I'm putting on a little extra rhinestones as the addition for the around the outside here. And we had a walkthrough of our color special effects from Helen Elliston. Lots of fun ideas for Halloween. Okay, guys, this is ILene Vick for Teaching Adult Coloring with ILene Vick. Guys, joyous, joyous coloring. I'll see you tomorrow night, same time, same place. Love on each other, that's what we're known for. I hope you learned something. I hope you had fun. Please go ahead and hit that like button for me. And also, I ask that you share this broadcast on your timeline, especially because of this fibromyalgia book. Melinda, don't forget, no, not Melinda, Mamie, don't forget to post that recipe, admin approved, when you do it. I just love this. I think this is so pretty. And then, if you're coloring this, please post your WIPs in other groups that you belong to. That way people see that it's available for them. I've run into a lot of people that tell me that they have this fibromyalgia. Okay, guys, take care. Love ya. I'll see you tomorrow night, same time, same place. Have a good rest of the evening. I'm going to go stuff my face. It's dinner time for me. All right, take care. Bye.